How did David Huertas increase his distance off the tee from 290 to 375? First, he stopped lifting weights. Then, he regained the flexibility he lost from lifting weights with our microfiber reduction program. We increased his arm flexion from 65 degrees to 96 degrees, his trunk rotation from 90 degrees to 110 degrees, his internal hip rotation from 45 and 50 degrees to 60 degrees, his external hip rotation from 55 degrees to 70 degrees, and his hip extension from 28 degrees to 47 degrees by releasing microfibers or mild scar tissue that had formed in the connective tissue between his muscles from lifting. These microfibers cannot be released by stretching. This enabled David to increase his backswing angle from +3 degrees to +34 degrees, his arm angle from 75 degrees to 90 degrees, and his shoulder turn angle from 100 degrees to 123 degrees. Finally, David worked out on the Somax Power Hip Trainer, the only aerobic exercise machine designed to increase the strength and speed of hip rotation for golf. Unlike working out with weights or doing core work, the Power Hip Trainer does not create any scar tissue that is going to force you to lose flexibility. In fact, for many golfers, it will actually increase the flexibility of your hips. And because of the 25 times ratio between the distance of your hip joints to the center of your body and the distance of your club head to the center of your body, any increase in hip speed will be multiplied 25 times at the club head. Finally, increasing his hip strength meant that he reduced his front spine angle at impact, keeping his drives in the fairway. This is why research conducted at a major university found that scratch golfers had the strongest hips of all golfers tested. Strong hips produce long, accurate drives. This is David's 375-yard workout. David steps into the hip trainer in the neutral position and buckles up. Full 90-degree turns to the left and right increases the blood flow to his hips while stretching out the hip muscles, a 2-in-1 benefit. The warm-up requires only 2 minutes. Turning the hip cinch to the closed position increases the resistance of the special steel spring, giving the hip muscles a fantastic workout without any danger of developing scar tissue. Making a full 90-degree turn to the left ensures that the muscles will be stretched as well as strengthened. You do this for 1 to 2 minutes. All golfers suffer from muscle imbalance because they always turn in one direction. The Somax Power Hip Trainer is the only machine that corrects this imbalance. Turn the hip cinch to the open position, buckle in, and practice strength turns to your right. This will develop the strength and flexibility you need in your right leg and hip. It takes only 1 to 2 minutes. With the hip cinch still in the open position, turn your hips to the left again. This time the special steel spring will actually turn your hips faster than you can turn them yourself. Every golfer has a built-in speed limiter that caps how fast you can turn your hips. This barrier is completely mental. The Power Hip Trainer can help you break through this mental barrier by turning your hips faster than you can turn them yourself. Again, it only takes 1 to 2 minutes. David used to fire all the parts of his body at the same time during his downswing. This is common in golfers who have more strength in their upper body than in their hips. You can easily check out your upper and lower body strength with these 2 simple tests. Sit on a chair or stool and turn your shoulders back to your right. Now have someone hold your shoulders by placing their left palm on the back of your left shoulder and grabbing your right shoulder with their right hand. Now turn back to center. Have them rate your strength on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you can throw them off to the side. Now, lie on your stomach on the floor, bend both knees 90 degrees, and move your feet away from each other. Have them hold your feet apart with their hands. Try to bring your feet together. Have them rate your strength on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being that you can throw them back across the room. This separation drill will help you get your lower body moving before and separately from your upper body, whipping the club head through the impact zone. You can see this separation in David's new 375-yard swing. Put your arms out to the side to stabilize and immobilize the shoulders and drive the hips with the legs. The Somax Power Hip Trainer is the only exercise machine that teaches separation between the upper and lower body. 1 to 2 minutes in the open and closed position. Do both sides for balance. Every drill David has done so far is the foundation for what comes next, Mach 1 hip speed. In the closed position, you're going to compete against yourself to see how many full turns you can do in 10 seconds. Get a timer and count out loud. Good. Rest a few seconds and go again. Rest again, and now faster. Once you've plateaued and are not increasing your number of turns, you now go for pure speed, as many fast short turns as you can do in 10 seconds. Now, undo the hip cinch, step forward on the base, and see what you can do. Now, let's take it to the course.